Good day. Welcome to Yoga Fusion with Bliss. Today we're going to have a focus on symmetry, which requires perception of your body, proprioception. You perceive your body in movement and then make informed choices. And then we'll also really have a focus on balance. I mean, we always do balance, strength, flexibility. Today, balance is going to be a big key. So, Kathy, if you're watching this on YouTube, I took your suggestion. All righty, let me get the good light for the stage area. There it is. See, it was too bright for me to sit here. But when I get over there, it'll be just right. I was sitting on my little stool, and I bring it back here because we are going to start out with a sit to stand. The sit to stand, you sit a little toward the edge of your seat, roll up onto your sits bone. It's a little bit as if your back had a little tiny arch in it. Your innards fall forward. If you were a cow, your udders would fall forward. Your legs are wide, not like this. That'll throw all the balance off. They're here. So your shins are straight up and down. Take a moment, put your mind on your sternum. Drop it. Feel yourself. That's yourself. Oh, I was in a waiting room for 3 hours yesterday. I felt myself sit like this and then thought of my sternum, lift it up, arch the back, which is pulling you up into your natural lumbar curve. Breathing. So as we sit, we're going to take our arms up and come on down. And those of you who work with me regularly, you know, follow this arm, which is more able to demonstrate the full range of motion. This arm, sometimes I affectionately call it my T-Rex arm, will not go up quite as far, doesn't reach quite as far. That's all right. Body acceptance. Now let's think about where your palms are facing. When you come up, take your palms face together. There we are. Palms face together. Beautiful. And now the next one, I want you to turn so your palms are down when you're sitting. When you come up, the back of your hands come together if you can and come down. Back of your hands together and come down. I just wanted to do a few of each of these so we had it in our body awareness. Let's add this in with the stand and sit. I'm first just going to stand and sit with my arms out here to the side, shoulder roll up back, sternum lift, relax that neck. You lean forward, you stand up, pelvic tilt. You lean forward, you sit down, sternum lift, and pelvic tilt, and sternum lift, and pelvic tilt, and sternum lift. Okay, now pelvic tilt. I'm going to take my arms up, and there we are. Take them up, and there we are. I swear to goodness, this is also working our brains. Here we are. It's like patting your head and rubbing your belly sometimes. Here we have sternum lift, pelvic tilt. One more. Sternum lift, pelvic tilt. Now we did this last set, palms together. This next set, turn your palms down and they're going to come up. I can't do it, so I'm showing you back of your hands toward each other. Palms down, breathing. First, I'll just do a few stand sits with your focus on pelvic tilt when you stand, sternum lift when you sit, pelvic tilt, sternum lift. Here we go. On the next one, let your hands back of the hands. This works your shoulders in very different ways when the back of your hand is heading toward each other, or the palm of your hand is heading toward each other. The stand sit is a mobility focus that every human being should have. When we're kids, we don't need to do anything to focus. We just stand and sit all day long. As time passes and the decades pass, how about one last sit? Beautiful. Take yourself here. I want to do a little inner thigh and chest. Here it's like a seated cow side view. Your pelvic tilt, you've got the lumbar curve, your udders fell forward. I have a round belly, so I can feel my round belly fall forward. It's like the seated cow breathing. For your chest, press your elbows together. Yes, most of you can touch. Press your elbows together. Now take a moment and watch this. If you, like me, can't bring your elbows together, take a moment and let your hands press, and then press a little further with your hands together. Like when you're in air, you might not make it, but you may get a little more with the baby finger touch and press. I'm going to do this slow. We're going to stay seated for this, but my legs are doing something. Watch this. The inner thigh, take it out. The inner thigh, take it out. But let's go slow so you have time to put those baby fingers together and press all the way. This is a beautiful pectoral wall. Now keep the exact same motion. But now I'm going to focus on, got your sternum lifted. I'm going to focus on open up back and open your legs, open your elbows, open out back. Can you feel between your shoulder blades, your rhomboids? We're doing rhythmic limbering. This is also warming up the outside of the hip. Here we have two more. Open out back and beautiful. This is a nice time. Do some shoulder rolls, stand up, put your chair away, bring yourself back into the horse stance, the bottom half of the goddess, where I start in my mountain always. I choose my stance with. Now think about it, Kath. Accidentally, sometimes your legs straighten. You want to leave your legs wide enough so they are bent. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, beautiful. Let's just release the spine right here. This rotation, go at your own pace. You may have considerations where it feels good to go this slowly. You may like the way it feels to go more quickly. Your body, your way, don't follow me. Breathing. Now I can tell on the Zoom, you guys have your knees out and forward. That is beautiful. Here, knees out and forward. You don't want them to accidentally collapse in. And bring yourself together with your shoulder rolls. Very nice. So we have a nice Zoom class going on. We have some people coming into the studio. It will work out just fine. And you have your spot. It's labeled breathing. This shoulder roll is an opportunity for proprioception. Perceive. I'm going to start at the bottom. Can you see how my feet are rolling onto the mat? Perceive, do you have any asymmetry in your feet where one foot is more tender than the other? Breathing. Perceive your hip circle up and down, up and down. Is there any differences on the right and left as you do the hip circle? Now I'm going to do an elbow circle right here. Your elbow circle is probably way bigger than mine. Make it just right for you. What about an arm circle? The arm circle may be little, like my T-Rex arm, or it may be great. If you have a low ceiling, you just take it a little out to the side, or do your arm circle with a big shoulder roll. Take your time centered. Breathe and be. Feel the weight. First off, where should your feet be? Do you like them right together? Many people will do the mountain with the feet right together, The closer your feet are, the more balance challenge it is. That's uncomfortable for me, so I do mine a little wider. I see some people like there's even a little wider. Your feet, your position, yogi's choice. Weight on the ball of the foot, baby toe, front of the foot, back. I feel myself doing my pelvic tilt for a nice neutral, beautiful. I can see your t-shirt says your sternums are lifted. The pelvic tilt says you have a nice lumbar curve. Breathing, nice neutral spine. All right, here's our first balance. Wherever you are, please feel free to be by a wall to hold on. But in your mountain, the way that feels good for you, find your closest stance. Find a drishti point, a spot to stare at, and then just breathe and be still. Wherever you find tension, move a little to relax it. I had tension in my shoulders. I'm exhaling audibly, but you could close your mouth. Exhale through your nose. Ujjayi breath. It may sound like ocean waves. It may sound like a lion growling. Don't do your deep breaths fast enough to make yourself dizzy. Do slow breaths so that you're not hyperventilating. All right, you've done so well with the breath. See how you feel. Oh, I have to adjust so I have weight on the ball of my foot. I must have brought my legs too close because the ball of my foot didn't have weight. Ball, baby toe, front, back. You have your breath. Close your eyes. We're going to stay here. Your breath, your way. Closed eyes, open them when you need to. Being. And when you're done, open your eyes, and I'm just going to step around. I don't know about you. When I stand still for a while, it feels like my joints want a little movement for lubrication. Now, your choice. You want to reach way up? Are you in an area where you don't have room? In which case, reach way up, but bend your arm. Your body will move with a together, step, together, together. Very good. We're just waking up the joints. Let's play with some balance, choices for balance. In the edge of the screen, you can kind of see these white bars. This is like one of those gliders. I never use it to glide, but I love it as an ideal bar. It's like it was my kitchen counter or my ballet bar. So as my ballet bar, and in the studio, just go in a direction where you can turn to the side, or you might even want to be right here where you would face me, whichever works for you. Have a hand so you can hold on. Breathe and be. I'm going to do this the other way. Oftentimes we hold on first and let go second. You can hold on, but intend to do freestanding. And the front leg is going to pick up forward like a pelican and come down. Come out to the side where the leg would be for a tree, but you lift it and come down. Square up your hips, flex your foot, lift behind you, and come down. So I'm doing this freestanding if I can, one or two fingers if I need to. You will find the leg you're standing on is working and back. One last time, here we are. The pelican, the tree, and kind of the bottom half of a modified warrior three. I gotta loosen it up. This leg that was holding my body weight did such a fabulous centering to keep my hips level. Think in your mind and stand on the other leg. Yes, I think that was a good idea in the studio. Standing on the other leg, you could hold on if you need to, or freestanding if you can. We are going to do it holding on big time later. Here we are. The front leg comes forward in a pelican and into the tree. I'll do them slower later. Flex foot back. Here we have pelican, tree, flex foot, lift back. Good, 2 more. Here's a pelican and a tree. I have to hold on, lift back. 1 more. Here's your pelican and your tree, because this is as freestanding and behind you as we could. Here we have a little release. I did that one a little faster. We did 4 on each side. Okay. You're going to find your glute on this side that you're standing on will get a fabulous workout. I really want you to hold on. I mean, really solidly hold on. Even if you don't need to, try it at least once holding on. Because what we're going to do is lift, then your highest. Come down. Out in the tree position. Lift, and your highest. Come down. See how it's different? Level up, flex your foot, pelvic tilt, lift behind you, feel your glute and your glute. Very nice. Same leg. You lift and your highest side. Lift and your highest back. Lift, pelvic tilt, your best. Very nice. One last. Lift. And can you feel how when you're holding on, you can actually do this more intense muscle work because the extra lift isn't going to throw you off. Release any way you like to release. Breathing. Now, do you remember the leg you were standing on? It should be the most fatigued butt cheek. Stand on the other one. You might like to be turning over. I'm just facing you so that I can see because I'm nosy. Okay, I see what's down there. I won't trip over it. Hold on securely because we want the freedom. Take a moment. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift. Notice when you lift the leg, your hips stay stable. Beautiful. I saw everybody so stable. Wonderful. Here's that pelican leg ready to lift and your highest out to the tree. Lift and your highest. Now flex foot, lift back, keep your pelvic tilt. Very nice. No back arches. Here we come, pelican. Your best. Pelican. Here we come out to the side. Your best. Here we go. Tree. And flex that foot, level up your hips. Pelvic tilt behind you. Yes, one last. Here we are. And lift. Right here, my body just told me there's one more after this. Here we are. Oh, yes. And here's behind you. Pelvic tilt. No big back arches, your buns. Here's our last. Pelican. Right here. It is. Side. Right there. It is. Good job. Last one behind you. Here we have. Very nice. Take a moment and just step around any way you like to. Do you like to do a belly dance move? Do you like to just walk around? Do you want to do a little mummer move? Your body, just a little movement for you after standing and contracting so nicely. Find your mountain. Breathing. Now that was balance and strength together. It had symmetry. We're going to do the tree, which interestingly enough, honest to goodness, it was about 35 years teaching various movement and fitness modalities that I really could feel. Are you sternum lift, chin tuck,
beautiful form that I could really feel. More strength gives more balance. Less strength makes balance hard. Let's feel the strength in our bodies. Pour the weight onto one foot. It's your tree, your way. I'm taking a moment and adjusting. I've got my toes. I imagine they're spreading. My foot just right. Now, I do a very customized tree. I might even leave my balance root on the ground. Please do what's right for you. You may be bringing your balance root right next to your ankle, pressing your heel into the side of your leg. You may be putting your balance root up onto your calf, never on your knee. You may grasp your leg and put it up onto your thigh. Now, I don't even know if you're old enough to know what these are. I don't know if they still make them. But there used to be a toy in the 70s when my kids were little called Weebles. And that's our tree. We want the balance root, pelvic tilt, sternum lift, shoulders down, the balance root to be close enough to the center that you have a little wobble, but you don't fall down. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. This wobble is your brain, your central nervous system, working with your muscles, communicating with your balance. Now I'm going to go one level more intense. And whenever you feel like you're coming down out of that, that's when you do come down out of that. Breathing your body. Hold it up as long as you want to, whenever you're ready. Today, the shoulder roll is my friend. The stepping around is my friend. We have the tree on the other side. We start with our mountain, feet, pelvis, sternum, shoulders, chin. Oh, just take a moment. Palms forward. Take a moment. Feel your open chest. I see everybody's form is magnificent. Feel your spine. Let's breathe and think about it a moment. There's a curve in the neck. There's a curve in the upper back, thoracic curve, by your waistline, lumbar curve. They're all part of the spine in its most healthful position. Now pour the weight onto the foot you did not stand on yet. Find your balance root with the other leg. The farther out you go, the more balance assist you get. So play with it. Do you want your whole ball of your foot on the floor? Do you want just the tip of your toe? I don't know. You know. Find the place where your balance root is, where when you upstretch your branches, you'll wobble, but you don't fall down. Breathing. And when, notice I don't say if, but when you do fall down, you just come on back, but put your balance root in a little more supportive position. Breathing, being with the weeble. And now you're going to think of what would be a little more intense. Breathe, and when you're ready, take yourself into a little more intense version and hold that as long as your body will. And whenever you're done, because you might hold much longer than I, let's do a little touch forward. This touch forward gives you a point in the toe. It allows this quadricep of the pointed leg to contract. The foot, even pointing the bottom of your foot has a beautiful contraction. Your hips are just getting some lubrication. Are you breathing? Very nice. Take your time and stand tall, and let's just have a little balance piece. It's only well, I don't know. I was going to do a 2-move sequence or vinyasa, but it may turn into a little more. We're just heading into a warrior 1. I am going to turn sideways. You can do whatever is right for you. Breathing. And I so thank you, Amy, for the tip. When I tell you what we're going to do,
if you need to modify it or get an assist, you can. So what we're going to be doing is a warrior one to a high lunge. Breathing. So I'm going to stand on my railroad tracks and step forward onto one railroad track, bend that front leg. You probably will bend much more than I, maybe not, each to our own. Take your back leg and let that back foot drape over the railroad track diagonally. Well, I didn't even know there was a kitty cat loose. You're about to see a kitty cat loose too. Breathing. So again, you may be much lower than I. Suit yourself. For warrior one, what's right? The most important part of this, pelvic tilt. I know the pelvic tilt made my back knee bend just a touch. I intend it as straight as is good for me while I keep my pelvic tilt. Do you want your arms tucked in? Do you want them extended, hips forward, shoulders forward? Do you want your arms high and extended? Everybody's different. Breathing, being. Very nice. Look at my back foot. It's draped over the railroad track. I'm going to change it. Now, for me to do the lunge, I have to come a little closer. I'm up on the ball of my foot. Do you want your arms to change while you start this out? You might start with your arms in one position or another. I'm looking at your form. You look wonderful. Breathing. Your high lunge. Let's take it back to a warrior one. Lower your arms. Let your shoulders rest. We're going to come up to the lunge, which means you're on the ball of your foot behind you. And one last warrior one. And one last high lunge. Now hold this high lunge for a moment. And then breathe and set your feet on the railroad tracks and put your heels down. Your legs are straight. You still have your lovely pelvic tilt while you're feeling yourself prepare for a pyramid. I'm leaving my hands behind me. Joanne, if you do this on YouTube, we start out with the pelvic tilt as we're standing tall, but the minute you hinge at your hip, that's when you let your puppy dog tail or your tailbone come out, flat back. Feel that flat back? Flat back. Now, we don't have to stay at the flat back all the time. Whenever you're ready, you can take yourself down. Now, I forgot to tell us to bring our blocks, so we're going to use our thighs. We're lowering to your best flat back. Did you see my front leg bent? It's okay. Intend it to be straight. And we're going to come up, go get our blocks, and do the whole thing again with blocks. On the other side, I'm going to do it once without blocks and once with. I'll tell you why. This pyramid is a fabulous thing at the end of hiking, walking, running, because you don't have to get down on the ground to do these stretches. So we started out and we are on the railroad tracks. One foot is forward, one is back, and your legs are staying as near straight as you can. Start out with your pelvic tilt and feel your tall spine. The moment you hinge at the hips, you let your puppy dog tailbone come out, flat back. You can stay with the flat back. My body, after I don't fall down, might go lower. Yours might be right up here, your flat back your way. Intend those legs back towards straight and round your body down. You can round down holding onto your thighs. You can round down holding onto your blocks. Breathing. I want you to be able to see, so I'll move my straight leg, straight leg. Look at your feet, right there on the railroad tracks. Can't you feel the stretch up the back of your leg, back of this calf? We're rounded, and you lower to whatever is right for you. Relax the neck, rounded spine, stretching many, many parts of the body from the
shoulders, spine, glutes, hamstring, calves. Even the arches of my feet are stretching. Breathe and find your most comfortable, lowest forward folded pyramid. Breathing. Again, this front leg wants to bend. Intend for it to be towards straight. Now, before you come up, you might reiterate your straight legs and really focus on lifting. With my melting muscles, I actually need to bend my legs to get other muscles to help me up.
I don't know what your situation is. Notice the leg that was in back. Take your time and stand on your railroad tracks. Breathing. Let's have a pyramid on the other side. Step this foot back, this foot forward. Oops, look, I lost my balance. That means my railroad tracks were not wide enough. Breathing. I actually am going to turn a little so you can see both of my feet. Look at my back foot. It went diagonal like a warrior one. No, on my railroad tracks. Let me look at them. Yes, they are. I can't look.
You guys look fabulous.
All right. So you're on your railroad track. Start with the pelvic tilt. Sternum lift, feel your tall body. Now prepare for your flat back. You will keep your sternum lifted. Don't cave in, flat back. Flat back. Some people, Joanne, you're going to stop right around here. This will be the right place for you. Other people do the front leg intends towards straight. Other people do the flat back much lower. We're all different. Feel the flat back. You're using strength to hold this, flexibility in many places whenever you're ready. Round yourself down. And do you want to just hold on to your legs? Do you want to find your blocks? Breathing. So with the pyramid, you're on your railroad tracks. Your legs are making a pyramid. They're straight. They're not making a broken building unless you want them to. You might really love the way it feels up on the tallest block. You may say, oh, I could go down a little more. As you go down more, you will feel especially a stretch in the hamstring of the front leg and the calf, and flexion in the ankle of the back leg. Relax your neck. Choose how low you want to go. Everybody's different, and you're different on different days. Breathing, being. Ah. Ah. As you breathe into it, you may find that you're able to stretch further. So this is balance and flexibility. Yes, you're using your muscle to get up, but when we to stand here, but when we get up is when you're really going to use them. You will push down with your toes if you want to get up with straight legs, and lift from your buns and back and push up, which is not available to me. So I'm going to give a little bend in my legs because that allows other muscles to assist as I lift. So let me tell you one of the educational experiences of my life. My muscles in my arms and legs are slowly dying, and the muscles that have more dead cells in them don't work. So I have to find out what muscles, what will work to accomplish the same thing. So like on that move, and I'll show you with this next one. Stand into a mountain. We just stretched the heck out of your hamstrings, didn't we? There's this concept, truth, that when you have a muscle that is stretched, if you use it in that stretched position, the stretchedness is more likely to be maintained. So what I want to do is a flat back forward lean. Feel how that is side view, how that is stretching your hamstring. Flat back arise. Here we go. You don't go down real far. Flat back till you have a nice stretch In that hamstring, flat back rise. There you are. Can you feel you have to push with your toes? Flat back. Your lowest lean your way, but you haven't rounded. Push up, push up, push up. And one more, flat back on down. Each person, oh, push up, push up. You will come up with whatever way you need to, shoulder rolls, but you will intend toward the full expression of the move. Breathing, so nice. I'm thinking in my mind of symmetry. Let's think about the sides of your body. If you stand in your goddess pelvic tilt, your thigh bone and your toes are all facing the same direction. Some people will do the goddess way down. It's up to you. But when you have your goddess, the goddess is up tall. So Lisa, your goddess isn't leaned over like that. That's a perfectly excellent move. But the goddess has a pelvic tilt, sternum lift, as low as you choose. Let's just pulse the goddess right here. Excellent. Fabulous core posture. Very nice. I'm going to do goddess down and star up. Look at my legs. On the star, I went straight and bend for my goddess. And star. I'm going to change to goddess arms. Here we go. There's our goddess arms. Thank you, Deriva. I dropped the ball on that. And here's our goddess. Take a moment. Stay here. Look at this arm that has a vertical, straight up and down, elbow is back. That's, some people put the palm forward, some people put it in. My little T-Rex arm won't do any of that. It's all right. Intend. Intend. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now feel your body. Is one side more tired than the other? Feel the sides of you and let's reach up. Do you want to hold on for support or do you like your arm to hang? I'm giving a shoulder back. Yes, beautiful side lean in the studio. Try this one where you just aim that elbow to the ceiling. Oh, if you're in a space where you don't have room over you, that's how you can modify, is just bend the arm, but intend the upper arm. Beautiful, come on up. Notice how that felt, and then on the other side, the elbow comes up, or maybe your whole arm. Shoulder is back, yes, it looks beautiful, everyone. Intend to the side. Your legs are going to stay the same bent as they were. Breathing, being, and come on up. And just walk yourself up into shoulder rolls. Did you feel one shoulder was less flexible? Did you feel one side was more tight? We're going to do a similar move, but we're going to start it in just a hip width mountain. Even if you usually do your mountain all the way close, make it hip width for this. The hip width mountain. Think in your mind, what side of shoulder or side body was more tight? And we are in the standing position. Going to drop down. Do you need to hold on or do you like that arm up? Shoulder back, reaching over. What this does is allows the side that was more tight to get a little time to release. You look fabulous. And this extra time on the tight side will let you lean towards symmetry. All righty, I have a little customized sun salutation aid. Do you do kitchen counter planks? Don't let your butt stick out in a plank. If your butt has to stick out, you need to go a little higher. Do you do a plank right on the ground, on a block, on a stair? I have a set of stairs in the studio and somebody always gets to use those for customizing. So the customized sun salutation aid, we have removed the chaturanga and instead we do a dog plank dog. And here's what it looks like, mountain. Feel your body be with your body. Feel your breath, pranayama.
pelvic tilt, shoulders low. See these hands that I've got them rotated and open? That really opens up my chest. And we have our salute where your arms come on up. And your forward fold. If you're by the bar, you just step back a little, give yourself some room for your forward fold. Breathe and be. Stay with your forward fold. Let's give it a little walk. Just to feel one leg straighten and the other, breathing. Alrighty, center yourself up. We're going to do those 3 flat back arises. So in your mind, be prepared, flat back, and exhale down. Flat back arise, and exhale down. One lap, flat back arise, and exhale down. Where do you go for your down dog? Do you like to go up to the kitchen counter, a block, an ottoman, breathing? Your down dog, your way. Do you like to be up on your toes? Intend for your heels to head toward the ground. Bend one leg, let's walk the dog, and then straighten it and bend the other. Here and there, relaxing the neck, though you are working so much around it. Breathing. This is an arm balance. The weight you have on your arms is building your arm strength. We are stretching so many things. Now we're heading for a plank. What do you need to do for a plank? Do you just take your feet behind you and bring your shoulders over your hands? For my plank, I have to go up to the kitchen counter or the bar. On your plank, you step back as far as you can where you keep your flat body. Breathing. Well, while we're here in the plank, we're going to... My bar moved. Let me push it up against the wall. Okay. While we're here, we're going to do... Oh, Jesus, I'm going to kill myself. Here we go. It's all the way against the wall now. I shall not perish. Flat body. Bend your arms and do a little tiny push-up and press back up. Bend your arms and do beautiful flat body back in the studio. Bend your arms and come on here. And on Zoom, it's beautiful. Yes, take your time. Press down for your plank push-up. Your way, customized just right. Take your time, and what type of down dog do you want to do after that? Are your arms fatigued? Do you want to go to a higher surface than your last ones? Breathing. Find your down dog. Enough weight on your shoulders, on your arms that they're challenged, but not so much that they hurt. Breathing. Being. Fabulous. Any way you want, find yourself back toward a forward fold. One more. And roll yourself up. I want to show you something. It's interesting, my bars. Good, you can see it. I want to show you something if you ever have asymmetry in your shoulders. It's very... So this is my shoulder that doesn't bend as much. What was happening is I was doing my standing down dog as much as that shoulder would do. And look how much it is. But if I snuggle this shoulder out of the way, look how much more my other shoulder could do. So when you have asymmetry, make sure you do allow the side that is functional to be able to express itself. Okay, we were at that forward fold and I had to tell you about that asymmetry. Let's go back to our forward fold. And we're just going to head into a down dog and then a table, or you could get down onto the bed or the couch or the mat, any old way that you want to. Do you like to have a cushion under your knees? We have a cat-cow coming on. Breathing. Here's a cat.
and a cow. Think about it. When you do the cat, you exhale. Okay, in the studio, we're doing the cat, and my cat went right underneath. Thank goodness Joy likes cats. Diane, I'll make sure the cats are put away when you're here. If you got, this is not usual, but nobody here has a cat allergy, so we're just going to enjoy them. So there was your cat cow. Beautiful. Now I want to do a child's pose, and for real true. So we came down to a table. If you want, we did a few cat cows. I want to show you that concept of symmetry when you've got one side broken. So my child's pose, everyone's different. Some people sit right back on their heels. My bionic knee doesn't like that. I only go back this far. That's all right. But I'm going to turn diagonally for you to see my arms. Let me see. Can you? Good. In the child's pose, and for me, I do a wide child's pose. Good. The arms come out, but both my arms don't. So I do one arm at a time, chest to the floor, arms out, butt sinks towards your heels. Get the full expression of the shoulder stretch available to you on both sides if they're symmetric. If they're not symmetric, you might do them one at a time, allowing the side that is tighter to take more time stretching, breathing. So I wanted to get the full expression of the stretch on the shoulder that could, but now on the shoulder that can't. It sounds like a child's book, the little shoulder that couldn't. I let that side be gentle. By the way, I will tell you what else I like is a little movement on a tender joint that's unable to do the full expression of the move, so that it's almost like you're rocking, massaging, tending that joint as you get the expression of how much stretch can that side do. Breathing in your body, your way, both arms, one arm, make it yours, your child, your way. And whenever you're done, bring yourself to laying on your back. Any way you want. I know, I was always mesmerized in yoga practice. People move from standing to floor and from one position to another specific ways. And they say, put your hand here and put your foot here and do this. I don't do that because we are so different. Get on your back any way that you can. While you get a drink and get on your back, I'm going to lower the camera a moment. Uh-oh, that requires me to get up. Not that easy anymore these days, but I can. I've been doing it like several times a day to build the muscles that allow me to get up. And there we are. Good, you'll be able to see me. And I do the same thing, forward fold. And then I have a little table. And then I lay down on my back. Think in your mind's eye about pressing the small of your back to the mat. The goal here will be to feel your core work. Are you breathing? Ah, very nice. Pelvic tilt and relax. Pelvic tilt and relax. Pelvic tilt and keep that pelvic tilt. Next choice. Do you want to leave your head on the ground and your hands rooted into the ground while you pick up one knee and the other? Are you breathing? Feel your pelvic tilt. Pick one leg. You might even hold on to the other. Keep the small of your back toward the ground and lower your leg to wherever it's right for you. That might be enough. And you come back right here. That might be enough. And you come back.
As your body gets stronger, you can lower your leg farther and come back, keeping that pelvic tilt all the time. As your body gets stronger, don't do what I'm doing. Do what you need to do. Breathing. Then you might decide, do you want to pick your head up just an inch or two off of the floor? Feel your pelvic tilt. Keep your pelvic tilt. Breathing, set your head down. Pick your head up. I want you to stay with singles. Unless you're absolutely certain you want to experiment with doubles. Here's how you experiment. You would take both legs, only lower them that far, and see how it feels. And then take them a smidgen more and see how it feels, making sure that it's all right with pelvic tilt, pelvic tilt, pelvic tilt, that it's all right with your low back. Why your low back? Because your psoas, your hip flexor, we are working your abdominal wall, but we are also, maybe even more so, working your hip flexor psoas. Breathing. It attaches to your low back. So when people say, oh, that's working your low back, no, it's working your psoas. And your psoas attaches. So you listen to your body, proprioception, and make sure it's okay for you. One last snuggle in, set your head down, hug your knees. So last week I was saying we were heading toward happy baby, and I mixed up the age of the kids and I said child's pose. So excuse me, we're really going to do happy baby. Do you like to put your happy baby might be with your feet on the ground and you just wiggle around like this. It's a wonderful thing. Your happy baby, you might put your hands behind your knees or over your knees or on your shins. Your happy baby your way. Breathing, being. Oh, I need to do a few of these because I feel so good. Your kidneys are getting a massage. Okay, so the happy baby is just a little wiggle, but I can't resist. Come all the way over till my knee touches. And it feels so good on the sacroiliac that is getting a massage. That is also the area where your kidneys are. Breathe and be. Now think in your mind about how your legs are bent. That's nice. Would they straighten out? That's an ecstatic baby. Your ecstatic baby, you may put your hands in a different place. You may leave your hands wherever they were. Your ecstatic baby, your way. There we are. So nice. Oh. And when you come to the center, one last time to be with yourself and whatever feels right for you, I'm going to do with gravity assist a V sit. I mean a V stretch. So is your V stretch right here? That'll be fine. Maybe you wanted your toes on the ground and your V stretch was here. So everybody's doing their legs in a stretch of the inner thigh. In whatever way feels good for them. Bent knees, long legs on the floor, really be entitled. This is a metaphor for life. Perceive who you are. Find the side that's tighter and give it a little extra stretch for symmetry. And when you perceive who you are, how you feel, give yourself what you need. When you're ready, take your time and find yourself with a little windshield wiper. So I want to do a crossbody stretch. Do you have a yoga strap or
We have been using ribbons in the studio for 13 years. I wash them all the time. And so find your ribbon or your yoga strap. By the way, I can't reach my foot, but if I let my other leg help, I can. Please accept whatever your body gives you, but don't put the ribbon on your arch. Put the ribbon on your toe or put the ribbon on your heel. The heel will give you more mobility. I didn't go do my biggest stretch. I just did a nice medium stretch, point and flex, point and flex. Now, you might stay right with this, a medium stretch with a point and flex. You might want a more intense stretch. If you go more intense, be extra aware of your point and flex, because you've added, when you did the full stretch, a little nerve glide to this. When you have this full stretch going on, your tiny little nerve fibers get involved. Whenever you're ready, put the opposite hand holding your yoga strap. I push with this hand and push myself over. Excuse me, I have to look away. Is the cat doing something?
Scratching on your chair.
Oh, don't worry about that.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want her scratching on the people. Breathing.
Wow.
Exhaling.
She's not my friend
I
anymore.
confess, usually I throw a pillow, but we're gonna be peaceful. Ah. Feel the stretch through the outer thigh, through the side of your torso. This arm goes back. Feel that stretch in your chest wall. Exhale. This little rocking action, so good. Ah. Now, if you're on YouTube and you want to do this longer, you just hit pause. Here in our class and Zoom and on in the studio, if you want to stay longer in a position, you just stay there. And whenever your body says, it's okay to come on in, roll yourself in a little at a time, pelvic tilt before you come up. That protects your low back. I have a little windshield wiper before I do my other side. It also gives a few moments in case somebody wanted to be in that other stretch longer. The windshield wiper break between. How do you put your ribbon on your heel, never your arch? By the way, when I put my leg up, my belly's in the way. So what I do is I take my leg out to the side, and now when I lift it up, it pushes my belly out of the way. All bodies are good bodies. Just leave room for your body and your life. Breathing. Oh. So I'm holding on with my hands. My hands hurt, so I'm going to put it on the forearm and pull with my forearm. And enjoy my point and my flex with a little less stress on my fingers. What do you want? Here it is again. Perceive, make a choice, find what you need, and give it to yourself. Oh, that point and flex does so many things. Circulates your blood, your lymph fluid, your synovial fluid in your joints. Or the opposite hand have the ribbon. Take a moment and look here. See my hand, how it's down by my hip? That misses. I want my hand up here by my shoulder. Now when I rotate over, I get the most fabulous shoulder stretch. When I'm down here, I kind of miss the whole area that needed stretching on my body. Your body is different. Your leg might be right over here. Oh, that feels good too. If you're always stretching way high, try stretching low and just feel the difference. Very interesting. And here we have our, okay, I have to go high so I don't hit the desk. Here we have our little rocking, breathing, being.
So nice.
Oh, Joanne likes to take that bottom leg long. Did you want your bottom leg long? Or do you like it bent because it helps you rock?
We're all different. Please stretch yourself your way. Whenever you're ready, pelvic tilt. And find yourself slowly here. I'm going to just set my feet down and do a little windshield wiper. I'm walking my shoulder blades in. I've reiterated my pelvic tilt. Relax your hands. Now, this is an interesting thing. I don't want to say put your hands by your side, because that might be great for somebody. For other people, in order to keep my hands by my side, I have to have a whole bunch of tension. Here's what happens when I relax. Please be entitled to relax. If your hands go at your side when you relax, be my guest. If they plop out somewhere else, be my guest. So your arms are relaxed and your legs were windshield wiping. One last pelvic tilt, set one leg down. Do you need a little bolster under your knees? If so, give yourself the smallest one necessary. How about the other leg down? Breathing. Arms relaxed, feet relaxed, legs relaxed. I'm actually doing a little wiggle side of my body to let my core relax. Now I'm not focusing, relax my neck, relax my face. And let's just be here. Notice your belly, it rises, it falls. Diaphragmatic breathing. Slowly. You breathe in as slowly as comfortable. You breathe out as slowly as comfortable. Listening to your body. Very nice. Now you may want to stay in the Shavasana for 5 or 10 minutes. When I go to other practices, that is a very common thing. I will let you on YouTube pause so you can have as long a Shavasana as you want. I confess here in our Zoom and studio class, I'm going to wrap it up soon, just because it's near the end of the time for our class. But I'll tell you, there is another reason, and I speak on it in case it might be true for you. If I lay here too long, I find different places become uncomfortable. So I want my Shavasana to last the length of time that feels good. So take longer if you want. When you get up, think of which shoulder is tender and put the tender shoulder on top so that you're not grinding weight into a tender shoulder. Breathing. I know it means I have to turn away from the camera, but my shoulder made me do it. And I know you're understanding. We will do a few different seats. Right here. Kathy, Joanne, Diane, get up against the wall. Walk your butt right up against the wall. If anyone else is free sitting, pelvic tilt. Did you notice when I'm rounded, my knees are bent? When I do a pelvic tilt, my knees bend a little. Your body's tall. This is the staff. If you don't like the staff, do something else. For the staff, you reach up, try to have your arms straight up if they will go. I will intend as straight as mine can. Breathe. Stay tall. Lean your belly button forward with a flat back. And then stretch and round it over. When you round over, do you like your arms to reach to your thighs or your calves? Do you like your feet flexed?
Your staff has rounded over. If you cope with curvature of the spine, stop rounding. Bring yourself up tall and lean forward with a flat back. So some people are rounded and some people are flat back. Give yourself what's right for you. I like them both. Breathing. So that was staff. Another option will be easy seat, which is not easy at all. Again, weasel yourself up to the wall. Feel your dimples, your shoulder blade, and the back of your head. On your imaginary wall, if it's freestanding, breathing. And the easy seat, one leg pulls in and the other leg pulls in. And you imagine you were like a kid in kindergarten sitting on a mat. Yes, this is a kindergarten mat. Breathing. Breathe. Now, I'm going to say I used to hate the easy seat, but I'm so proud of my bionic knee that it will bend this much. I've come to really like the easy seat because it lets me appreciate the modern marvels of medicine. Now see how one leg was on the outside, switch it up, put the other leg in and the other leg forward and breathing. What's your limiting factor? Do you want to pull yourself up? Is your knee limiting? Be against the wall, make your easy seat, which isn't easy, best for you. Now, I'm going to finish in a V sit. You could go back to the staff. Oh, wait, here's another option, the pound angle on the little goddess type bottom half of you. That feels nice too. So you choose your mix and match your bottom half to what's right for you. Wherever you are, feel your sits bones root into your mat. If you have a V, feel flexion in your feet that'll stretch through your calf and through your arch. Turning toward one side, flat back. It's like you're leaning your belly button down while you keep your back flat. Can't you feel the intense hamstring? If it's good for you, round and stretch further. If it's available to you, reach and stretch further. And then let's just be here and breathe. I oftentimes start out with my reach across hand way up by my elbow, but with each breath, I can find a little more reach across. And the goal isn't to reach as far as anybody else. The goal isn't to reach your foot. The goal is to reach, intend a little further than you did before. Relax your neck. Breathing. Are your sits bones both on the ground? Looks good from what I can see. Come on up. Turning. That your spine is well within the turn. Feels okay. Tall spine. Think of your belly button. It's your belly, flat back, lean. Your belly button's moving down. Maybe a millimeter, I don't know. Little flat back, lean. Flat back, lean. Exhale into your flat back, lean. Hamstring intense. If your foot is flexed, your calf is getting a string. And as you reach forward, one hand might be on your shin, it might be on your ankle, maybe your foot, I don't know. This side now, you're going to reach across. And this is again my side that I need to tend more. So I will intend for it to reach. Oh, it doesn't want to, so I'm going to breathe and be more gentle. Intend. Intend. Breathe and be. These reach across your body moves are so good for us. They're good for your brain, reaching across the center line, good for your body. Take your time, bring yourself slowly back up
I'm going to finish the class with a lean forward. Breathing. But before the lean forward, I will say, reach toward your body and say thank you to your body for all that it does for you. Hand over heart center. Thank you to the kid in you, the mom in you, all the sides of you that came together to bring you to practice today. As you reach up, thank whoever, whatever you believe in. Thank yourself for coming to practice and pat yourself on the back. Now I can't reach my back, so I pat myself on the chest. And then relax forward. How? Should you have a flat back, relax? Maybe Joanne does. Should you have a rounded, relax? Everybody's different. Relax forward, and you can just hang in your relax. Exhale. Breathe. You can stay here as long as you want to. Maybe you're right here. That'll be good too. Maybe you've got a block. That's wonderful. Be with yourself. And you can stay in the stretch if you want to. You can come up and know. I'm taking my arms out and pulling wrist, barely bent or very bent. Know that the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. While you're here, think, do you feel symmetric? Do you feel stretched? Do you feel balanced? Breathing. I know we only practice one time a week live, but you can go to Kelly Bliss Yoga or Kelly Bliss Yoga Fusion on YouTube any other time you want. There's like about 40 videos up. You can always text me at the number below if you're on YouTube, and I can give you an invite to the Zoom class. See what's right for you. And I will turn off our recording. If you are here on Zoom, we'll say hello afterward. If you're here on YouTube, I will see you when the next video gets posted. Bye.